Yep, I'm live. Okay, that's beautiful. Facebook, hello everyone. Hello everyone. All right. And why isn't this refreshing? Usually I'm here. All right, let me just check one thing. You all please bear with me. All right, it says that I'm there, but hey. All right, so I'm going to get this moving. Hey, what's going on? How are you? Um, I'm gonna find something to play because before it was just me, and it was interesting. Music. Let's get some music in the background. Huh. All right, I'll save that to watch later. Let's see, and let's go to the playlist here so we can get something. All right, be sure as I said, be sure to comment. Let me know where you are coming in from. Now let's go. Let's go with that one. All right. All right. So let's see. Everybody on LinkedIn. All right. Everyone's good there. Let's see. All right. F book. Y2. TT. What's going on? Hey, tomorrow. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If I didn't, please forgive me. So, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Here we go. Beautiful. All right. Let me share this out as well. And for those out there, if you can, if you're on here, please share this information. Please share it out. Let people know that I am live. Um, and I'll be up here for maybe at least I think I'll be up here close to 6 o'clock, so close to an hour. So that'll be a good time. And I'm still sharing this out. So if you've already shared it out, thank you in advance. I appreciate you. If you haven't, be sure to comment because what happens is if you're that's something that you can help me with, is to share this out. Send it to folks in Messenger, send it in the DM, any one of those things. Hey Dottie, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Excellent. Thank you so much. And so, oh, okay. Got the coffee cups and everything. Wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. And thank you for liking the live. And so, thank you so much. So, I'm here. For those who are familiar with it, I did go. Thank you. Good day to you. I did play drums for the Boston Marathon. That's right. I played drums for the Boston Marathon, which is a lot. And I did 4 hours nonstop. That's right. It was 4 hours nonstop. Okay. And let me just make sure here that I am showing them. I'm correct on showing this. Yes. Yes. And shout out to Dottie. If you haven't followed me, thank you for the follow. Hey, Radux. Um, and feel free to share, repost any of that. So I'm gonna be talking about that day, which was a couple days ago, the Boston Marathon, and talking about the things that I learned. And also, you get an opportunity for those that are here. You get an opportunity to find out you get a how to connect with me for a free strategy session. Now, this is free, completely free, and this is basically how to expand your business, how to drive traffic to it, how to incorporate accountability in here. For those who don't know me, I'm Coach Trev, the accountability coach. My tagline is the foot in your backside, making sure you don't backslide. So what I do is for those that are professionals or you could be an entrepreneur, I can help you with identifying your goals and gaining accountability with them. So there's clarity, confidence, and consistency. Those are the things that I help people with. So if you're interested in that or need some help with business or just want to brainstorm some ideas, feel free to book a strategy session with me. You can DM me the word strategy or put a comment in the word strategy. comment me the word strategy, and I'll connect with you. Or you can go right to my calendar, talkwithtrevor.com. Once you're there, free strategy session. Don't worry, it's not a sales. You won't get any. This won't be a pitch or deck or anything. This is just you and I, one-on-one, discussing ways to improve your business, to meet your goals. Your goals could be about wellness, could be about business, about personal relationships, anything along those lines. And a little bit about me as Coach Trev. I'm a certified life coach, business coach, entrepreneurship coach, and wellness coach. I've studied NLP and also mental health coaching. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out. And I want to thank you all so much. And as I said, be sure that you are commenting. Let me know where you're coming in from. And right now, what I'm doing is I'm letting people know that I am live. Here you go. And so, yes, please put a comment. Let me know where you're from. Dottie, let me know where you're from. I've traveled to almost 50 states in my corporate career. And so I can usually relate to anyone. When somebody puts a state in, I can relate to it because I've been there, and we will talk about food and jokes and all those things. Hey, Intentional, I like the name. Excellent. I love the name. Thank you so much for stopping by. Whether you're here for 5 seconds or 5 minutes, thank you all so much. Thank you for liking the live. So Monday was, as I said, 4 hours off. This is the 15th year that I have been drumming, that I've been playing this. I've been doing this nonstop. And so this year was different, was because for the last 30 days I was tracking my playing, tracking my push-ups, my steps, my eating, all these things. And so this is the first time that I've done that. Now I've been an accountability coach for I've been focused on accountability for the last 5 years, but I've been coaching people for the last 20, consulting, helping them with that. And so this was the first year that I tracked everything and I put it out there publicly. And so I wanted to share a few things that I learned from that. Now, I will tell you that this year has been very different. Because I tracked and I prepared, I'm not as sore as I've been in the past years. It almost took me a week to recover. Now I feel like I've got some energy back because I was preparing, because I was actually playing drums, I was doing movements, I was eating well, I was doing push-ups, I was doing all this was on my plate. So, hey, Miss Tabitha, thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. And this is Miss Tabitha. She is here in TT. And so let me just check and make sure everything is flowing well. All right. That's good. Let me make sure. Let me close that and see if any comments. Thank you for the comments. All right. So everything is good here. I'm well. Thank you. Thank you so much for asking. And thank you so much for the support, Ms. Tabitha. And FYI, Ms. Tabitha is asking me, how am I? She is here on TT. For those that are on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, check out Ms. Tabitha Small. Doing excellent things. Wonderful, wonderful things. In fact, let me read her. Luxury Lifestyle Magazine, Boston, Massachusetts. You can go to her site, SimoneandStyle@gmail. So check her out. And Ms. Dottie, if you're still here, let me give you a shout out as well. And Dottie is on, Ms. Dottie is on TT. So, hello, my name is Valerie. I'm the owner of Dottie May Soapery. I retired from the feds after 38 years. I've been creating handmade bath and body for 20 years. Excellent. So, if you're interested in that, you all come to TT and connect with Dottie, Dottie. Sweet. Thank you all. Thank you so much. And so, yes. Thank you. So, yes, there was 4 hours nonstop. But think about it. When was the last time that you did something that was just nonstop? Whether, you could have been mopping, raking, whatever, doing something that was really manual, nonstop, no bathroom breaks, anything along those lines. That's what this was on Monday. And I got started later, so towards the end, I was watching the clock a lot. In fact, the last 12 minutes of the 4 hours, my wife was right there, and she was there supporting. But I was checking with her almost every 2 minutes, like, is it too much? What time is it now? What time is it now? So it was a push. This year was definitely a push. The reason why I think it was a push was because I realized that, yes, I'm glad you heard her, that she was that in the past, I started earlier, and a lot of my energy comes from the runners in the crowd. So think about it. You got thousands of people that run by you over a 4 hour period. Thousands. I get almost everyone because where I'm at on the drums, I am not at the halfway mark. I'm at around the 9 mile marker, a little past the 9 mile marker. So I will get just about everyone that has at least started that. So when people run the marathon, not everyone finishes. I'd say what they do though is they like to at least make it to the halfway mark. So that's the point. So where I'm at, where my perch is with my drums, I'm getting almost everyone. And I'll tell you, when you get a crowd of people running by, it's such a break. Yeah. And so Ms. Tabitha asked, was there any bathroom breaks? No, I did not take a single break. I did not get up off those drums. When I sat down to start at 9:45, I did not stop playing until 1:46, 1:47-ish. But I did. My wife was clocking it. Yes, 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 4 hours nonstop. In the past, I've done that. I think there was, and I was really diligent about that. I did not. I took maybe a sip of water. I didn't drink much water. Ate very little beforehand, so I would make sure that I didn't fill myself. I didn't take my usual supplements. So if anybody that does that, if you attempt to do something like this, feel free to reach out to me. I can give you some insight about this. So I did not take my usual supplements. Didn't drink my regular teas that I drink throughout the day. Which I do. I drink like hibiscus, green tea, ginger, a couple other teas that I drink throughout the day. Didn't do any of that. So this was really planned and thought out. I think in the past there's been times when I had to stop for bathroom break, but that was because I did not plan it accordingly. So we see that when it comes to a big event that you have that's coming up, maybe this might be a big milestone. One of the things you can take away is be sure that you are planning up to that day. Now, something else I learned was when you have a certain time frame, you have to fit a certain amount of goals in that time frame. For me, I I, I put down close to 7 or 8 goals. Um, there was doing push-ups, 30 at least 30 push-ups a day. There was 5,000 steps a day. There was eating vegetables every single day. There was the fact that I had to do 20 minutes of drum movements. I had to also play every day. Then there was the stretches that I had to do, to get my legs just in the right order. Then there was the posting as well. I was weighing myself. You see all this? This is all done in 30 days. So one of the things you want to learn from me is that you want to be sure not to overload your plate when it comes to your goals. But for those that can't see, this is the shirt I had on. So for those on TT, you can see. Anybody here? I have my Coach Trev shirt on here. There you go, Coach Trev. Um, got my QR code in the back here. Yep, I had that on. So yes, I have a couple of these, a couple of shirts that I have on. Yes, so I have that on. But yes, so one of the things I learned is that you want to be realistic when it comes to setting goals. That's one of the key things. You don't want to say, well, I want to, in the next 30 days, I want to lose 50 pounds, but yet you have life that goes on. You have certain tasks that you still do throughout the day. So you have to take that into consideration. Be sure that you don't overload your plate. All right. If this is making sense, put a yes in the chat. All right. Let me check LI. Let me check if the gram got up. In the show, let me see if any comments there. Anything here? All right. FB is kind of quiet. YT. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you for putting that in the chat this time. So yes, I had 8 different goals in 30 days while still doing my regular things, still running the business, still creating content, still reaching out, still coaching. So you really want to be mindful of that. That's why it's always good if you have some goals coming up to get with a coach. I'm a coach. I'm an accountability coach. I've coached clients. While I've coached clients, I also have coaches pouring into me. So not only do I have clients, but I am a client. So it's important to have that. That's key. So going forward, when I do such a thing, I would probably increase the time of me. If I have these goals, I probably say, let me start 60 days out. So that way, and let me piece it out. Would I have all those goals? No. Because understand when I think about that, a lot of those goals weren't just for the marathon. A lot of them I'm going to carry over into my regular life. Maybe not to the point that I'm doing all of that, but possibly. So we'll see. What I'm going to do is break it down and see what are the things that I can incorporate and just move up inch by inch. Remember, it's not about the size of the progress, it's the fact that you do make progress. That's one of the key things. People think that they want to do that, but you've got to make it's about you making progress, being consistent, being disciplined, building up confidence. Those are the key things. So you have these goals, you want to really have small celebrations, small wins. So you stack that. You say, you know, I want to accomplish this over a period of time. It doesn't have to be 20 goals. That's not the thing. That's how sometimes people get frustrated in their days. You start your day off and you have 20 things you want to do. And so if you don't get all those 20, then you're frustrated and those carry over to the next day and the next day and the next day. That's the challenge of it. You want to be sure that when you establish your goals, whether it's for the day, for the week, or for a period of time, that they are reasonable, that they are accomplishable, and that they fit into what is already, they take in consideration what you're already doing during the day. Many times you want to, but you can't start off with a clean slate. You can't just wipe away what you've been doing and say, you know what, these are my new goals. I'm going to start over. I'm starting over, not doing anything. So you really have to take into consideration what your current day looks like. All right. So let me. If this is landing, put a one into the comments. Put a one in the comments. All right. Let's see. Let me check out LinkedIn. LinkedIn is good. LinkedIn was frozen. Let's see. Let me refresh this. For some reason. All right. So everything. Thank you so much, Mr. Tabitha. Thank you for putting the one in there. I appreciate it. Let's go to FB. All right. FB is looking good. FB looks similar. All right. That's good. And let's check out YT. YT is good. Thank you all so much. And thank you for everyone to those that are sharing out the live, likes, reposting, um, tabbing, reposting, tapping, all the things. Thank you for those that are following, that are notifying, that's connecting my profile, all those things there too. So a question has come across too, and thank you to Steph about that. She asked how someone can purchase my book. So let me tell you about that. I do have a book called The Doorways of Life. And so open yourself up to a new perspective. And doorways are transitions. And so what you can do is this is available on all platforms. You can go to the A site for those. And I'm putting it up here so everyone can see it. That's right, The Doorways of Life. Open yourself up to a new perspective. Now, this book is going to help you define your milestones for your goals, to help you to gain clarity, and also to help you handle transitions. Because the things when we go through life, there are so many transitions that we go through that we are not prepared for. You know, and the transition could be something, it could be a birthday, it could be something, it could be a new job, a new promotion, a new project, something that you're doing that you haven't done before. That's a transition, that's a doorway. So it's good to have tools to understand that, making sure that you can go through the doorway, what type of door are you facing, all those things. And this is going to also help you to develop the principles that you need in order for that. Each chapter starts off with the original saying and ends with two questions. Those two questions will help you with your attention. So get yourself a copy. It's available even at independent bookstores. You can have them look it up. They can order it, print on demand, done deal. Right? So that's how you can get. And for those of you that are interested in scheduling a strategy session with me, because you know I'm an accountability coach, just DM me the word strategy. Comment the word strategy and I'll reach out to you. Or you can go directly to talkwithtrevor.com, and that way you can get right on my calendar. And this is a free session, no cost, no charge. This is just you and I brainstorming ways on how you can achieve your goals. goals. Your goals could be about wellness, about health, about business, personal, whatever your goals are. And so this is just you and I coming away with some tips and also how to add accountability to your goals. So that's the thing too. And as we talk about accountability, um, you can be sure to do this. That when I was going through this journey, I realized that I put my information out there. This was public accountability. That is not something that I would recommend to my clients. Now, I'm a coach. I've been through this before, and so if you're familiar with that, since I specialize in being in accountability, I'm an accountability coach. I would recommend you getting a coach, somebody that's going to focus on you, able to look objectively. Now, you cannot be, and I've said this before, this may be a bit controversial, but here's the part that no one is telling you. So be sure that you keen in on this. Ready? You cannot be your own accountability partner. You cannot be your own coach. The reason why is because when you have a coach is going to look at you objectively, is going to see the entire picture. So it's like if you put on an outfit, you got a new outfit, you ask someone, how do I look? They're going to tell you to turn around. Why? Because they want to see the entire picture. You, being your own coach, you won't be able to see the entire picture. You won't be able to see your blind spots. You won't be objective because you're part of the picture. So the issue is proximity. You're too much in there. Hi, Donnie. Thank you for stopping in. And so this is you. You're stopping in. You cannot be your own coach. There is not successful. Anyone you see that's successful, that reaches a level, they have a coach that's checking in on them, that's pouring into them. So it's important you have somebody to hold you accountable to your goals, someone that can give you good feedback, that know how to speak to you in your preferred communication modality. See, that's a key thing. Thank you for sharing that. That's a key thing. Everyone has a shared preferred modality in how they receive instruction, how they receive guidance. So a coach, an accountability coach like myself, is going to ask you questions and take you through a series of exercises to see what is your preferred learning modality. Are you visual? Are you audio? Are you more kinesthetic? Do you like reading? How do you like to communicate? All those things. These questions are important because it's going to help you be able to receive certain information. Notice that one of the things I've learned as a coach is that 90% of what you're saying is not coming out of your mouth. It's your tone, it's your body language. All of those things play a factor. And it's not about what you say, it's about what that person hears. It's about the receiver. The receiver's got to be there. They've got to be able to receive and hold on to what you're saying. So you're not throwing at them a word soup. You're not just talking to talk. You're using specific language, specific words and tone so that you can get your point across. The goal is to add value, to be able to deposit into. So that's what a coach does. That's who you want to help with your goals. As I said, your goals could be about business, could be personal, could be about health, could be relationship, whatever it is. They all need accountability. That's the important thing. So you want to be sure that you're reaching out on that. As I said before, if you want to discuss that, have a brainstorm session with me on how you can implement accountability with your goals, or how you can tighten them up, just go ahead and message me the word strategy. You'll get in my calendar. And so someone asked, well, I have a support group. So I do have a mastermind. And I'll explain that as well. So as I said, message me the word strategy if you're interested. And because I have a few spots open, just a few spots open for private clients or anyone that's mastermind. As I said, message me, send me a message me the word strategy, and I will get that information out to you. Right. So as I was saying, with the prep that I did for the marathon, I made sure that there was a lot that was on my plate, and so that was one of the key things there. So I would not advise public accountability. Why? Let's think about this for a second. What I mean by public accountability is that you list out your goals and you put it out on a particular platform. So right now I'm on 5 different platforms. I'm on IG, FB, LI, YT, and TT. And so you put it out on a platform. Those platforms, the people who run that, they have the potential of putting your information out to its users. Average amount of users on these platforms, 700 million users. So the question is, would you really want to attempt to appease those 700 million people because you decided to put certain goals out there? So that's what the question. So it's not about public accountability. That's something I wouldn't advise to my clients. What I would say is you have certain goals you can only share with the people that can receive it. Not your goals are not for everyone's ears. Not everyone should have access to your goals because they may not know how to support you effectively. Does that make sense? That is landing. That's landing. Put a yes in the chat. Put a yes in the comments. Let me check here. All right, LinkedIn, you're good. Facebook, you're good. YouTube, you're good. All right, all right. Yes, 9K likes. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Sandra. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you for the yes. So, we want to be sure that when it comes to your goals, one, you've got to clarify, you've got to be sure that you are up for that. You're up for that feedback. So that's why I say it's better to have a private coach, have somebody that's in your corner, you can share your goals, that's able to objectively give you the feedback so that you can feed forward. So that's why I say that they give you feedback so that you can feed forward. That's a little tip, little gemstone, little gems that I'm dropping here. All right. And so let me know if you have any questions regarding goals or calling accountability. I do feel a lot better, which is great. In the past years, when I finished with the marathon, I've probably taken like the week off. But now I'm on day 2 because it was Monday, today's Wednesday. I feel a bit better. I definitely need to hydrate more, which I'm doing now. Side note, if you do go live or create a video, just a tip, always have a bottle that has a straw. It looks better on camera. It's better to have a bottle with a straw versus having something we have to turn the bottom up. Just looks aesthetically, it's better. So that's it. I'll be going today. Let's see. Today is Wednesday. I'm going to go live tomorrow and Friday, and then yes, that is true. That is true. You got people that turn on certain things. Yeah, and I've trained people on how to go live. Your camera, your camera should be eye level, background, good lighting, make sure your mic is good. All those things. Those are just certain things so that's good. Yes, thank you. I got 10K likes, which is a beautiful thing. Thank you, Ms. Tabitha. Thank you, Ms. Dottie, for helping with that. So today, I'm just going to it'll be a bit short that I'll be going live here, but I wanted to, so I'll let you know. I've got a workshop tomorrow. It'll be the last time that I'm putting this on, Obstacles versus Pivots. It's a free workshop, Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're interested in that, message me the word strategy, and I'll send you the link on how you can register. It is free. It is free. You need to be there live. So it's the last time I've done it. I've done this workshop over the past couple of weeks. So, and what I'm going to do is I'll be putting that on at 2 p.m. Then I'll also be going live at 5 p.m. So there'll be a brief recap on that. So let me know, as I said, if you're interested in the strategy session, message me, all those things here. But yeah, I just wanted to go live briefly and wanted to either to the point that I got 10K and I had my 10K, which is excellent. I want to thank you all for hanging with me. I'm going to go ahead and rest and prepare. I've got some things coming up. Thank you so much, Mr. Tabitha. You have a good evening as well. And so I want to thank you all for being with me. And as I said, if you're interested in having a free strategy session, anything about my workshop, or any information that you're familiar with my mastermind, private clients, just message me the word strategy and I'll reach out to you. Or you can get on my calendar and talk with Trevor. All right. So I want to thank you all so much. I appreciate it. It's been a great time, and I look forward to connecting with you all in the future. mark your calendars. Be here tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We may go a bit longer today. Today I've got a few things there, and I figured, hey, let me just at least get one here and put some time in and let people know how I'm doing. Okay, so I want to thank you all. And if you have any events, if there's something that you'd like me to promote, that you'd like me to push out there, because as I said, I'm currently live to 5 different platforms. Okay, so let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to jump off. I want to thank you all so much. I appreciate IDK. Thank you so much, Ms. Dottie. I appreciate you coming by. Thank you, IDK. And I'm going to jump off right now. You all be blessed. I'll see you all tomorrow at 5 p.m. And if you're not following me, be sure you do that. Turn on your notifications, follow. I post at least 3 times a day. I'll be increasing that. So I'll be moving up to at least 5, if not 6 times a day. So you all be sure to turn on your notifications, follow. Be sure that you are aware that you're getting the insight, information, all the things about accountability, about goal setting, about mindsets, about how to expand your business, reach your goals. Possibly also how to any information I have about workshops coming up, masterminds, private client openings, things along those lines. So lots to do. Plus, I have a second book coming up. So you all be sure that you're connected with me. All right. So I want to thank you all so much. Appreciate it. And to everyone that's over here on LinkedIn and on LinkedIn and Instagram, thank you all so much. Have a good one. And to everyone that's over here on FB, over here in FB, thank you all so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all soon. And to everyone that's over here on YT, thank you all so much for coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll see you all soon. And so